Okay, so with that being said, let's go to the world as I see it. You remember this, guys. So it's been about 150 days since I posted the last grand experiment, since I filmed the last grand experiment. Let's back the truck up and recap a little, shall we? The last time I talked to you guys, I was getting ready to go to the Purdue Northwestern game, which was a suck fest because Purdue got beat pretty badly. But on the bright side, I did get to hang with my best friend Ben and play some awesome Magic. I also got to hang with a couple of his friends, including this guy named Billy, who, oh man, Billy's a wild, crazy cat, I'll say that much. So, shortly thereafter, there was the miracle in West Lafayette where Purdue beat the high-ranked Ohio State in a shocker. And I was actually home and saw most of the game when that happened, so, you know, I mean, it was pretty cool. The Boilers didn't make it to a bowl game, but, you know, I mean, all things considered, it wasn't bad, considering that Danny Hope just started. Halloween came, and I dressed up as my dark side Neresis. And I did take photos, and they're never going online. So, let's see. Shortly after that, I started talking to someone online. And she was friends with Tim, and we had a connection. I had actually met her, like, a couple of years ago, but when I met her, she didn't really know who I was. And part of that happens to do with, you know, if you know Tim, you know how he is. He's, you know, kind of all-consuming. He, you know, he gets people's attention. So I kind of expected that that was what was going to happen. But we started talking, and we had some really great connections. And I mean, we talked about everything. We talked about life, what we want to do with this, what we want to do in this world. You know, she talked about wanting to go to Italy at some point, which would be awesome. But I just don't know how that's going to happen. At least on my end, I don't ever see myself getting the money to go to Italy. She's amazing. She's interesting. She's very smart, very intelligent. And she accepts me for who I am. You can't do much better than that, you know? I mean, nowadays, we want to look for someone that we can have fun with, you know? There's a lot of people that get into these superficial relationships, which all they are is superficial shit, you know? You're together because, oh, she's so smoking hot, man. I'm going to do some things to her, you know, stuff like that. No, okay? Look, sex fades, all right? All right? And this is just kind of my own piece of advice here. You want to get into a good relationship, get together with someone because, quite frankly, you have fun with this person. That's what you want to go for, all right? Don't go for the superficial shit. Go for the right stuff. There you go. Bottom line. So, shortly after I started talking to her, I asked her out, and on December 9th, I started my new relationship with my girlfriend. And, you know, we're doing great, and I'm looking forward to spending more and more time with her. And who knows, she might appear in an episode or two of the experiment. We'll see. Christmas came, and things were fine. Mom and Dad moved into a new house, so there was a lot more room, and it was actually pretty cool. But up until that point, man, I was just in hell. I spent most of the end of November into December in having extreme back pain, and it's the first time I've ever had it in my life, so it kind of sucked. I asked him for help to help get me back on my feet. I was taking medicine for it, and I mean, it slowly got better, but man, that was some tricky business, just saying. Anyway, on Christmas Eve, I worked on Christmas Eve, and I got off around 9 o'clock, which, you know, I mean, it kind of sucked because I lost most of Christmas Eve, but, you know, I mean, it's fine. You know, I mean, it was a good Christmas. The funniest thing was that Jane, and actually because of Jane, I went and got this camera too, because next year I'm going to film Christmas. but not for you guys, for my own benefit. Jane was so hilarious because she got a kitchen set for Christmas. And she gets this kitchen set and she starts, just sweeping with her broom. And then all of a sudden, my sister is looking over. She got a brand new cell phone for Christmas. And Jane spins around with this broom. And Amy doesn't see it till the very last second. And she just got clocked in the face with the broom when it got down. I was laughing so hard about it. It was so hilarious. And it was just a lot of fun being around her. And she's gotten to a point where, she's almost 3 years old now. She's talking. It's awesome. She doesn't refer to me as kid anymore. It's, hi, Quiz. I knew that would happen at some point. It's cool, So anyway, let's move forward.
What's going on?